Ahoy and good morning everyone. It is Jeff, aka Godless Scammer. I'm back with another video. And I'm going to do something I don't normally do today. I'm going to plug a charity, which is something I don't normally do, and encourage you, if you're able to consider making a donation to this particular charity. Now, the charity I am talking about is the RNLI, which stands for those who don't know, stands for Royal National Lifeboat Institution. Now, this is a charity that has existed for almost 200 years. And there's a clue in the name there for it being about lifeboats. Now, what the RNLI do, and have done since 1824, is provide lifeboats and lifeguard services around Britain's coasts and Britain's coastlines. And they, train lifeboat crews, and lifeguards, and they also do, try and influence and supervise and educate people on the risks and so on of going out, being at sea, being around the British coastline, and they're an organisation that is made up overwhelmingly by volunteers. Most of their crews are volunteers, yet they try and provide a 24-hour rescue service, 365 days a year, for people who get in trouble at sea around Britain. And these guys, literally volunteers who go out there and risk their lives to save lives. Now, these guys are genuinely saving lives. They're not saving lives in the way that Atheist Alliance International claim they save lives, for example. These guys are, genuinely are saving human lives. And just to give you a little little bit of statistics from their own page here. Now, I've got a feeling some of these statistics might be a couple of years old now, but I think it states 2021. But 296 people, in 1 year saved by lifeboat crews, 112 people saved by lifeguards, 12,903 people helped out by lifeboat crews, 40,762 people aided by RNLI trained lifeguards in 2021. And, in their history, they have saved over 142,000 lives at sea since 1824. I think it's safe to say these are pretty good, decent people. And what they do is fantastic work. But so why am I making this drive to support them right now? And so the reason being a tweet that went out yesterday by a disgusting human being called Paul Golding, who I'm just going to say outright is a fascist, and I don't use that word very lightly, people know, but Paul Golding is a fascist. He leads a fascist political party called Britain First. Before Britain First, he was involved with the British National Party, and at one time he was also involved with the National Front, who don't even make any bones about the fact that they're a fascist organisation. This is a guy who has, been investigated, on terrorism charges. there is a quite credible allegation of um, allegation made against him by a young woman who attended one of the group's rallies of the of a sex attack by Mr. Golding. And this was on believe it or not, this was at a rally protesting against sexual abuse of young girls. And this is Paul Golding apparently has allegedly done this, and I have to strike the form allegedly because I don't think this has ever been brought to court or anything like this. And I think that actually the police did drop the case, but I'd say it was the allegation was fairly credible. But I do have to state it's an allegation. But here's what Paul Golding decided to tweet yesterday about the RNLI. The RNLI is a treacherous organisation engaged in people trafficking. By helping the invasion of our country, they are committing treason. Cancel your donations ASAP. And he's angry because the RNLI have actually gone out there and saved the lives of people like who are maybe asylum seekers or so on that are trying to get into Britain, who may be on possibly very unseaworthy vessels and have gotten in trouble out there somewhere in like the English Channel or something like this. And the RNLI have launched lifeboats to go and help save these people and bring them to safety. Just so happens that the easiest safe place they can bring them to is British shores. Listen, I don't care to be honest, I don't even care that much what you think about immigration or asylum seekers coming to this country. But it is a human thing. It is a good, decent human thing to do to save lives of people who may otherwise drown in the channel just because they're trying to get somewhere where they hope they're going to find a better life. Okay. And the fact is that Mr. Golding also put a hashtag in there, the Great Replacement. He's basically listen, when I say this guy is a fascist, this guy is absolutely a fascist. He's promoting an idea that this is a great replacement of British white people. This kind of where he's going with this. Mr. Golding, how dare you? How fucking dare you speak that way about a group like the RNLI, whose volunteers and people on their lifeboat crews who risk their lives, who've got more humanity in their little finger than you've got in your entire body. How dare you speak that way about these people? Who the hell do you think you are? It's a very simple choice to me between supporting an organisation that is out there trying to help people and help save lives, and a bloody fascist. It's quite a simple choice in that respect. So I'm going to post a link once this video is up, and actually encourage people that if you can, think about making a donation to the RNLI, because they're a very good charity. The work they do, people can see for themselves the work they do. And it's also, listen, it's a bit of a thing with me. Okay, listen, I've known people who gone out like sailing and stuff like that, or I still know a few people that go out and do that. They get into trouble there. They might need someone like the RNLI. You go to a beach in Britain, you might be thankful that there's an RNLI, if there's an RNLI lifeguard there. If you can, support them if you can. I'm not saying, look, you know, no one's under any obligation, but I made a donation to, when I saw this, some, you know, from Paul Golding, I felt compelled to make a donation to the RNLI and ask other people to make a donation if they can. So that's all. So I haven't got much else to say than that, other than trying. You know, the RNLI, great people, do fantastic work. And Paul Golding, you are a fascist wank spanner. That's all there is to you. You are nothing more than a fascist wank spanner. Okay, this has been Jeff, aka Godless Scummer. See you all later. Salute.